afternoon, everybody. Friday, 2 o'clock, or 2 minutes past 2 to be precise. I was running around a little bit then, actually, just making sure I'd got everything. But it's all good now. So what do we have today? What are we starting with? I've actually got a pink tile. This is from the Sorbet range. I apologise at the moment. We've only got a few of these in stock and we're waiting to get some more paper in. So it will be soon if you're missing those Sorbet ones. But I've got my pen pencil Tortillon, but I'm going to try today. I've got a different colour pen. It's a Uni-ball Gel Pen. No, you could use a gel pen, anything you like, but I've matched it in a sense to actually my tile. So that's just a different way of putting a bit of colour in. So we'll see how we go, shall we? So first things first then, let's just go up a little bit. And what I'd like to do, I want to put myself a bit of a border in. So I'm going to come straight in with pen. And what I'm not really too worried about is doing it perfectly straight. I'm just going to take my watch off as well so it doesn't clatter. So are we ready? Oh, hello everybody. Oh, Lynn, your story's absolutely fabulous. I'm loving it. I can't wait. I don't even know what's going on in Halloween Hollow. I don't, and I created it. But no, if you've not sort of read Lynn's stories, you need to go and find them because they're fab. So look, a little bit of a wobble, which is absolutely fine. Okay. Turn it again. Oh, do you know, it feels like we're all the gangs getting together again, doesn't it? We're all meeting up. It's Friday. Yeah. Right. Next one. What was that? You know, it's been quite a busy week, really. Lots going on. There's a little bit something to sort of tell you. Nobody noticed, nobody picked up on it that we mentioned somebody's name on one of the shows last week. Nobody picked up. I'm quite impressed with myself because normally you're there and it's like, what? Anyway, sticking with my pen, not saying anything else. My lips are sealed. So here we go. What I'm going to do from the start. Now, if you want to do it the other way, it's fine. Because what I want to do, look, is I'm going to do little loops around the edge. You see? Let's go a bit bigger so you can see it. Did you, Ree? So you're all coming out and I'm going, I noticed, I heard. Yeah. And I know as well, Sewing Street the other day, I mentioned about giving away one of the Mackenzie that I was making on air. Now I've had a word with all the gang and her, and she's fine. It's Maisie is her name, and I've just got to finish her. She needs a bit of stuffing. See, look, I've gone off a little bit there, but that's fine. I can do a few in the air, look. So I'm gonna finish making her, and then I'm gonna post a picture of her on the Sanntangle group, and if anybody would be interested in adopting such little Maisie, then we'll sort something out on there. But that'll be next week. I've not forgotten. See, let's do a few of those on purpose, look. I've not forgotten. I will get round to it. She's made. She just needs sort of stuffing, and then of course stitching up, and her ears putting on. And then we've got to do some clothes. I'm not going to send you a naked elf. That would be bit too much. Oh dear. Anyway, there's been quite a Dobby actually hasn't been in today. He's refusing to change his clothes because I've been making them for Macy and Mackenzie. He's like, no, till you make me new ones, I'm not changing. So he's a bit smelly. So we're like, don't come in the office today. I'll do some. He's got his own sewing machine. I don't know what the problem is. He can make his own, but we know he's like, he can be a bit of a diva sometimes. Okay. So you see, I'm going all the way through. Working there. Oh, Joe, thank you so much for your card. We received it this morning. We've put up pride of place in the office. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. It's lovely to have received something nice in the post. There you go. All right, let's have a little look at that. You see, we've got this kind of a design going all the way around. So, all right, let's have a little look. I'm going to bring my pencil in for a moment. And let's do a little bit of a mark here. So I'm splitting, finding the middle. Same there. Oh no, Sarah's just complaining. Yodel's here, he's a bit early. She sets herself a goals to get so many out during the day, and because he comes early, she like hates him. So I apologise for any language you may hear as she walks past in a minute. All right, so we've got those little marks on either side. So yeah, it's all go here at HQ. There's never a dull moment, is there? All right, so looking at this one to this one, again, you can do any, that's fine. It's just I find it easier to do a curve this way. If you want to do it, say up there, that's fine. So here we go. I'm going to pretend from there to there, just relax your hand a little bit. All right, there to there. And then when you're comfortable with it, go for it. Don't sit and sketch, just go for it, okay? If it's a little bit wobbly, it really doesn't matter, it's fine. So now we've done that one. See, this one's easier because it's a bit smaller and we've got something to follow. So there's the second one. It's like a little rainbow look. Let's do another. And along there. So there's my third one. One more. Now, they don't all have to be the same. So don't have to measure them, anything like that. We just want some curves in place. Okay. So far, so good. So I'm going to now look at the opposite side. And I'm going to repeat that process. So I'm going to have sort of a mirror image. Okay. So see, I'm comfortable with that now. It's just a curve. It doesn't have to be the same. We can just sort of follow it through. Wendy, I think they do, yeah. I think there's one that has the day off when we know he knows we're on air. There was one that arrived, was it yesterday? A couple last week, I think. And this particular one was, we have to sort of do a sheet to say these are the orders that we're sending out. And this person was kind of early, so Sarah's like, I'm going to have to just print this sheet out. And the shield drawers was like, well, we're not waiting. So John came down. He went, I think you are. You were not leaving without our customers' parcels. So, yeah, that was rather interesting. Yeah, they don't usually say no to John. Okay, so we've got this. So let's have a look now. I'm going to sort of come about halfway down here. So again, if you feel you need to put a mark there. And I'm going to sort of look at halfway here as well. Okay. Oh, Janet, I'm so glad you're here. If I miss anything, you're going to tell me. I just know, so it makes me happy. So here we go. I'm going to go from here now up to here in a full curve. So let's imagine it first. And of course, if you wanted to, you could put little marks. You see, like that. Or you could do it in pencil. But when you're ready, go for it. All the way along, like that. Okay. Oh, Chris, yeah, he's been on good form this week, actually, as John. Yeah, we all take cover when he goes. But yeah, he's fine. There you go. Another one. So I'm doing 4 again, just as before. And then this one. And this one. Okay, and another one. You can choose to put this top or bottom as well, it doesn't matter. Okay, and this one. All right. So let's just have a look at this one here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to imagine these lines have gone under that first one there, and I'm going to put them into that middle row. See? So it looks like they're going underneath now. And same here. Okay, Janet, we would have all had to wait for you if we'd have known. I hope you've got some nice things from Tesco. They do some nice gluten-free Kit Kats. I know Chris Smart put me in touch with them, and she's like, look at these. I'm like, oh, that's great. I know, Maureen, I thought I'd get your mind working, but honestly, it's not, it's only under. So that's okay, isn't it? We can do this. We've got this, it's fine. Shall we do another one? So where am I going to go this time? Okay, let's have a look. Let me stop turning it so you can focus. So I'm going to look at from here. So look at halfway there. Put a little mark. And I'm going to aim for this corner. Okay, you see? From there. So it's going to give me a slightly different shape. Let's do it in pencil first. And what we can do with this look is we can go over everything. You see? Gives me that shape. So then I can draw in the bits I want. So there, look, a bit there, a bit there, and there, and there. You see, then I've got everything I need. And those pencil marks I can rub out. Okay, so I'm going to do lines, but this time I think rather than coming down back, I'm going to go slightly up. I'm going to go over the top there. It just depends on where you've drawn yours and how they look. So you decide. See? And then another one. You see, if we'd have sort of started with this and I'd have just drawn a few lines, you'd have like, whoa, what's going on? But we have got some structure to it. So there's my 3, look. Let's do another one there. And 4. Okay. And along there. So this time, let's have a look. I'm going to come in with this row again. And you see this bit here where it's going underneath? I'm going to put those lines in so it looks like it's going under that one. Amazing, that few lines, what a difference it makes. Then let's have a look here at this one. Oh, Rose, you're always in the car park. It makes me smile when you say that. I'm in the car park. It's like they won't let you in. All right, okay. So let's have a look at this. This is where I started. Remember with this one, or was it this one? One of them. But just so you can get the idea of where we're at, I want to put something in here. But it would be just so easy, wouldn't it, to just do that? I've missed an in between. No. Where? That one. Is it that one? I'm going to do that one. See, Janet, I knew that I needed you. I knew it. Okay, there you are. Oh, look, and there. When you look at it, you start to see it. Okay. So, yeah, I want to put one in here, but if I was to just do a curve there, it'd look a bit boring, wouldn't it? We don't want that. So, again, I'm going to come in with my pencil, and I think I'm going to put one sort of again. Let's look halfway there. And let's aim it not halfway, but let's go a little bit further along. So you see I'm getting, let's have a look, that kind of shape. Like that. Let's do it. Thank you, Janet. Oh, I do miss you. There you go. You see? So let's do our lines again. Yeah. There's my second, my third's coming in there, look, 3. And then there's my 4th. 2. See how, look, I'm doing them now automatically, you see? So I'm getting this bit of a pattern going on here. But there it is. Something slightly different, isn't it? Okay. So I reckon one more. So where are we going to look? Again, it's going to be sort of too obvious there. I think maybe going across the whole thing. What do you think? So I'm just going to go for it. Maybe, I don't know, from there, look. Along, and then I'm going to go under there, look. Under there. And under there. Like that. So again, let's do 3 more lines. So there's one. Follow it through. There's 1. And 2 done. And then the next one, 3 done. So what we'll do in this weekend then? Are we all out and about? Or are we all stopping in? I think I've got some work to do. I'm going to get some sewing done as well, I think. Try and get a bit of Maisie done. Okay, so let's have a look again. See, we've got this row going over the top, so there's our lines, just as before. And then into this one. See, I'm systematically thinking about it now because Janet's on my case. And into that one. All right. A bit different. Cleaning, Ray. To be fair, I've got to do a bit of that, I must admit. Although I've not got to do any clothes washing. John's done all that. I know, he's a keeper, isn't he, that one? Okay, there we are. So I think what I'm going to come with my my 05 pen. You see where we've got these little sort of like gaps there? Where I've got like three sort of sections. I'm going to put in a filled one there like that. So then same in there. Oh, flower arranging. Normally, to be fair, my flower arranging is snip the bottoms off and stick them in a vase. But I'm sure there's more to it than that. Yeah. No, they do look lovely, don't they? Okay, so let's have a look at this one. See, we've got 3. So the middle one, I'm going to fill it in. And then again, middle one, fill it in. You see the kind of pattern I'm forming here? Look, middle one, fill it in. And the same there, look. I might as well do that one there, being that it's there. That's it, neaten them up a bit. So I've done those there. So I've got these here, so let's have a look. Of course we're going to be Sanntangling. I've got some new artwork I've been playing about with. So there we go, you see? Get all that finished. What's that done? I'm going to put that back again. And I'm going to come back to that in a little bit, but I'm going to bring in this coloured pen. Now, if you want to do it with the black pen, you can. I just thought it'd be nice to do something a bit different. Or you can use one of my fine liners. I know the other ones are colours are water based, but you can use one of those. Or you can use a gel pen or a white, whatever you want to do. Let's go in then. Lynn got that word. Yeah, new. Just one thing. I've missed one again. Oh. That one. I'm too busy talking and not paying attention. That's what it is. Okay. Bottom left. I think I've... If not, I'll come back to it. I'll catch it later. So here we go. Pen. So I'm going to start with a bit of a swirl. We've done this before. So, no panic. And what I'm going to do is kind of keep it going like a squiggly line. Looks a bit like Spaghetti Junction, doesn't it? There you go. Looks great from the air, actually, Spaghetti Junction. Now, the idea is that you don't really want to sort of get them touching, but you want to fill the space. So you got a little bit in there, like that. Okay. A pastry cutter. Okay. I love it when you all see different things. Well, I'll look at it like, and I never would have noticed that until Rose said, sitting in the car park, that she could see a cutter there. Joe, I like squiggles. You see this bit here? I'm going to squiggle in there as well. Like that. Okay. You see, if you think you need a few more on the edges, you can go in and put a little line or two. So let's move out a little bit now you've got the hang of it. So you see, because I've used a lighter colour, it's not really taking over the tile so much. We want to try and keep those lines if we can. And, sort of more prominent. This is great. You know, if you want to do like foliage, like grasses and things, you can do this and it sort of fills in the space. And gives it a little bit of texture. You see, sometimes you can see, you know, you draw things like this, you end up seeing Bart Simpson in the middle of it. Like, how did that happen? Little faces and things like that. You see, just squiggling back and forth. All right. Stop if you need to, and you can always add it back on again. See, sort of wandering it along. See how that kind of works? Okay. Back and forth. I said, my husband's wandered in, but there's something wrong with this scenario.
He hasn't got a cup of tea in his hand.
No, what's happened there? All right, see, I've got a gap here now. Oh, got a few spaces there, look. He's looking for something. That sort of worries me a little bit. There you are. Let's see. So I'm going to work my way around. Same with this one, look. Okay. All right. There we go. Looks like they've held the Yodel courier captive because Sarah's not ready. The things that we do for your parcels to make sure they get there. Actually, last week, there was a driver who came in. He was so late. We were like, I don't think he's coming today. And he got here and he had to scan all the parcels in. And I actually held the bag open while he put them in, so I could make sure he didn't throw them in. And then he did that, and we moved them all. I made him move his van so it was easier for everybody to carry. And we actually physically helped him on the van with all the parcels. And I was like, now look after them. Oh. It's things you have to do, eh? All right. So whilst you're doing this is one of those things that you find, you know, you're doing without even thinking about it anymore. It's just such a nice, fun one to do. It just fills that space, and there's no real plan. There's no real sort of line you've got to put in. And let's do this one. See, I'm going in with those bigger spaces first, and then you can kind of see where that one wants a little bit filling in. I'm going all around the edge. See, I know that one needs filling in, but I want to do this big area first. Okay. And you could do it all in different colours as well if you wanted. Or if you wanted to do a different pattern, you could fill it with stripes and things. Here we go. You find you're getting quicker at it. The trick is to try and not touch one. You know, keep it all flowing. Then you find that you've like sort of got yourself caught in the middle and you can't get out. And you're like, no, I'm trapped. It's good fun, this one. It's really nice. Yeah. See, again, stop and start when you feel you need to. Oh. It's the thing with gel pens, isn't it? Sometimes they just stop in the middle of anything. You don't want them to. It's all right though. Go back and fill it. I'll come back for that one in a minute. I'm going to do sort of all the bigger bits first, just so I can get an idea of where I am. There you are. Yeah, it would look nice, just all completely rainbowy colours, wouldn't it? That'd be great. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a bit in there. So there. Keep it going, follow it round. This is dead easy, this, isn't it? Who'd have thought a tile could be this easy? Just putting loads of swooshy swirls in. They actually look kind of nice as well. You know, if you really had a tile that was really seriously inked up with loads of different colours, and then maybe do this in a grey or like a dark red or something, that'd look really good. Is it different, like pink on pink? You could always ink it afterwards as well. You don't have to sort of ink it beforehand. Although if you were going to do that, I would ink it before you actually added your pencil stencil shading on there, because you don't want to be moving that around. Okay, a little bit in the middle, look. So give it a whole new lease of life, hasn't it? It looks really different. Okay. So just let the pen do its thing. And this one. I'm going to go back in a minute and seek out all those shapes that I need to fill. So this one. And let's do that middle one. Okay, so let's have a look. So this one here. And along. Oh, thank you, John.
It's all right.
It's made me a cup of tea. How lovely. What a kind, thoughtful person.
Slap.
Oh, dear me. Okay, let's see what we can do with this then. See, so I'm kind of filling bits in as I go, if I've got space to do so. So it's sort of filling it in. Let's have a look. See that little bit there, and a little bit there. See, if we'd have done this in green, it would have looked like the aerial view of Spaghetti Junction, wouldn't it? All these little bits of land in between. And I don't know. Yeah, Sammy's. I'll cook his tea tonight for him now. He's made me a cup of tea. I can't guarantee what it's going to be, but I'll cook him something. Tommy and I actually were talking about cooking things at lunchtime, and we reckon between us, we said that if it can be done in 20 minutes, we're okay with that. If it takes any longer, forget it. Oh, bit there, look. Caught it. Julie, I know, isn't it? Simple squiggle, and then before you know it, cut you've got. Let's have a little look at that. So there's a tiny bit there, look. But I'm not going to worry about that. Let's have a little look at it. Look at that. It doesn't look like squiggles anymore. It's just sort of really in the background. And because I've matched it with the colour of the tile, it's sort of changed up a bit. Okay, just going to rub out that bit of pencil there. I don't need it. I just want to make sure I'm clear with what I've got going on there. And then I'm going to come in with my pencil. I bet I'll have a quick sip of tea, haven't I? Being that John made it me. So, first things first then, let's have a look at these spaces here. Okay, so I'm going to come in and add some pencil all the way around the outside of those shapes. Don't put too much because we want to sort of still see that inside. So when it comes to here, it's just a small amount, see? But we're going to go all the way round. And I'm going to do that even in that little one, just a little bit. Fill it in. Oh, Nadia, hello. Yeah, we're all good here, thank you. Hope you are. I know you're coming to class soon, you and Lynn. We're preparing ourselves for a whole weekend of you two. Oh, we're in training. It seems like ages since we did classes though, doesn't it? It is really, but sometimes you think, oh my goodness me, it's been ages. We're back to it soon. It's not long, a couple of weeks, isn't it? Yeah. And we'll be back in. Okay. See, it's working my way along. Into there. Just little bits and those little sort of stripes. Okay, don't worry about being too neat about this. Just, you know, get it in those corners. Along we go. To those. This is a nice one for the weekend, isn't it? Actually, you could use this background for all sorts of different things. Oh dear. We'll have a good time. We always do. Okay. You see, sort of there. There we go. Little bits and pieces. To this one. I'm almost done. Look, I'm almost there. Again, look, putting this bit of pencil in. It's made a difference, hasn't it? Even though we've not shaded it yet. It's really sort of saying that those stripes are the main focal point. And that's what we're wanting. Okay. Alright, so let's have a look. Tortillon. we go. You ready? Let's go in a little bit. So in the larger pieces, we can swirl it, and that's going to help us create a little bit of a softening all the way around the piece. Okay. And that's how I sort of want to go around with all those bits. Okay. So that's kind of that. There you go. Nice and gentle. Okay. So when it comes to this one, a little bit more there. I can't really swirl it because it's quite thin, so I'm going to go back and forth and soften it as best I can. That still needs a bit more. But with the bigger pieces, the swirling effect tends to work. So in we go. And, you know, try and leave some in the middle if you can. Okay. Were you ever in the Scouts, Nadia? Ever? I'm suddenly, something's telling me maybe not. Or maybe you were and they kicked you out. See, back and forth. I want to try and keep a little bit of that original colour in. Crack me up, you two. Perhaps that's where, Lynn, you get your stories from with Mouse and Squeak. Maybe you've just changed names. That might be it. Oh, Joe, that'd be lovely if you could come to class. Yeah. We'd love to have you. There you go. And everybody's on the same playing field because nobody knows what they're going to be doing, except me, of course. So it's good fun. And I think when you come to class, you need to sort of have that bit of an open mind and just go with it. Everybody's lovely. It's just a really nice environment. There you are. Okay. And this one. Round we go. Little bits in there, look. I don't know what you mean. Oh. So, yeah, it looks kind of different now, doesn't it? It's got some shading going on it. That's how you run it round. And again, just some lines on those thinner bits. And we've got to say, what happens in class stays in class. All right. There we go. So there's a few more to do. Let's finish them off and we'll have a little look. One in the middle there, look. See, so work it round. And in we go. Let's have a look. Okay, so we're getting there. I know, it's lovely, isn't it, when you see that shading going on. So I'm going to bring my pencil back in. And let's have a look at these lines now. So you see, if I start, that's kind of where we started-ish. Maybe that one was up there, it doesn't matter. But here, look, where this one is going over everything there, I'm going to bring some pencil in. Just on the outside like that. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same on this one here. Like that. Okay. So that's those two. So let's have a look. Have I got any sort of more curves going that way? I don't. So let's turn it this way now. And then if I look at this one, I'm going to do the same there. See, look, it's going over there, like that. And then this one, I'm going to do the same. See, on the same side, look, it's going over like that. You see? And then I've got a similar curve here. See, so it's going that way. So I'm going to do the same there. Underneath, See, it's going over there, look. And there. And then the same with this one. And I'm going to turn it again. And I'm going to repeat this one. And then this one. And in all honesty, this can be shaded in so many different ways. So I thought it'd be kind of nice to do something a bit different with it. And then this one. Like so. Okay. And looking at it one more. So we see we've got this one here. So I'm kind of doing the same curve every time. It might be a slightly different sort of angle, but for the most part, we're getting most of those lines in. Okay. Rose, I hope you weren't driving while you were watching. I hope somebody else was driving. That's one thing, we can't tangle and drive at the same time. So with this one, we're not going to swirl, we're going to go back and forth. See, back and forth, like that. Okay, so it's not so much that we're trying to blend out this pencil, it's all about giving it a little bit of an edge, or just evening it out a bit, like so. Okay, so then if I turn again, soften that off, and then this. Now if it's some of the pencil's gone over onto my shapes, I don't really mind about that because I can come back in with a rubber in a short while. There we go. Oh, that's all right. You see? On we go. Same with this one. And that one. So they're sort of going to be darker in those little spaces than this one. But we've still got some of that different colour pen, whether you've used pink or something else. And because it's a bit lighter than what we'd normally use with the black, it fades nicely into the distance. Okay. All right, I think that's mostly it. So what I am going to do, so with my little rubber, and just clean up those. You know, if I've got any pencil on that, I think I don't really need one on there. I know I've got shadow there, but just on that edge, let's just clean it off, like so. Just want to make sure that you can actually see those shapes. That's what we want. Let's have a look. Let's get my, oh, there it is, a little brush. So a little bit in there. Let's clean it off. All right, so almost done. I'm going to come back in with my pen. Oh, yeah, 03. I know, Maureen, we're always going to know this now, is the spaghetti junction tile. If anybody's like, what is that? That is an actual roadway in Birmingham. Alrighty. So you see where I've actually got, let's go in. These pieces crossing each other. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to go over them, just in those areas, see, just to redefine those lines. So I'll follow it through, look, a little bit there as well. And see where they do the same thing. And there, look. So again, so to be sure that I actually get those, see that one there? I'm going to sort of kind of follow it through. I'm going to do both sides actually there, look. Like same there. Just sort of putting that pen back in. So So you don't have to sort of draw the whole line. I'm just sort of going either side. Let's see, back to this one, to that one. Pen over there. And there. And sort of feed it in. Now if you find you need to, you can actually go in and, see, I'm going to do this one from this way. Use a thicker pen, but I don't think it really needs that much. It just needs a bit of redefining, you see, like so. Oh, windy. Yeah. Into this. See how that works? Okay. So, I think, let's have a little look. Just to be sure I've got everything. I've got those. Let's have a little wander out. Okay, not bad. So you can see that these are starting to really stand out. I think what I am going to do is bring a bit of my black pencil in and add a little bit of pencil, you know, just sort of underneath on that shading there. Just want to really bring those out. Now I'm not going to do this with all of them. I'm going to sort of pick one on each side. Okay, so there's the one for that. And then see this one, because this one's over the top of all of it, so let's put a bit in there. And then here, I'm going to go with this one. Just little bits, look. And that hopefully is going to give us a little bit more depth. So we definitely now see that this one is right at the bottom. Whereas we haven't used a coloured fine line for ages, have we? It's really nice to bring one out. So, okay, one more job. Sticking with my black pen, I'm going to come around the inside of my tile there. So don't sort of try and spend too much time on it. We just want a little bit in there, like so. Just want to make sure that it's sort of inside, like so. Okay, and back to pencil for one more thing. So I've put the black pencil. I'm just going to go over the top of it. See, just add in a bit of graphite. Just want to darken those edges up. And of course we can't use the Tortillon to move the black, but we can to move the graphite. There we go. So, Tortillon, back and forth. And I want it just on that edge, you see, back and forth. Same again. So it's going to, you know, fill in any gaps where that black pencil's been, and then it's going to soften the graphite and move it in just up, just a little bit. And that one. There you go. All right. So one more thing, I think, just want to make sure that there's no pencil around the outside. Because again, we want that little bit of light and that little bit of dark. So it's always worth just going back in to be sure. You can leave it if you like, but you're going to get the light and the dark a little bit better. There you go. All right, a little bit there, look, now I can see it. See, I've been cutting my rubbers up again, look. It works though, it works. Oh, bit there, look. All right, so let's have a little look. So there we go. We've got something a little bit different there today. No flowers, but I don't all like to draw flowers. It's something a bit of a change, isn't it? So whichever way you want it. But Wendy, I used to love scale actually. There we go. Perhaps that's why I like my sports cars now, maybe. Bit of an initial there. And there we go, all done. So all that's left to say is have a lovely weekend, everybody. Please have a go at this and post some pictures. Actually, it would be kind of nice to put them all together, wouldn't it? You know, we could see how they join. That would be interesting. But for now, yeah, have a lovely weekend. Enjoy. Do a little bit of tangling, and I will see you again on Tuesday afternoon at 2 o'clock. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.